Students, we have already studied about the first type of simple permanent tissue, that is parenchyma, then second type of simple permanent tissue, which is collenchyma. And now we are at the end, that is the third type of simple permanent tissue, which is known as sclerenchyma. The word derived from a Greek term whose first part scleros means hard and the second part enchyma means infusion. Hard, very hard. Infusion means very hard type of components fused or present inside the plant body. The speciality about the sclerenchyma lies in the first point, is that the cells are made up of dead cells. The tissue is made up of dead cells. That means the sclerenchymatic tissue contains the cells which are dead. Now students, anybody may ask you that why you call those cells to be the dead? Because the inner cellular components are dry and have got dead. So because of the drying up of the internal cytoplasm or the living fluid, which is the protoplasm, which keeps an cell alive, okay, so that get dry up and cellular components, they start getting dead. So the cells, they get dead and get thickened due to the decomposition of a special chemical known as lignin. Lignin is the special chemical which deposit on the outer periphery of these dead cells. To better understand, I would show you here that these are the cells. When you will see a horizontal thin cut of a stem, you will find these oval or polygonal cell structures, but these are actually, the shape is like this. When you observe it under the light microscope, you may see this type of structure. Now here you may see that this red part, how much thick they are. This thickening of the cell wall, at the outer periphery, is because of the deposition of lignin. So this deposition makes the cell hard. So one may ask you that the why sclerenchyma, according to its function, if we now talk, so why do it provide strength to the whole plant body, or why it makes the trees resistant to harsh climatic environment or climatic or environmental distress, or resistant to high wind and storm? Just because they are made up of one of their layer is made up of hard cells, and that hard cellular layer of tissue is the sclerenchyma. So it is the sclerenchymatic layer. And then what makes the sclerenchyma so hard, rough and tough? So for that you will say, first of all, it is made up of dead cells. You will say they are made up of dead cells. And number 2, they have the deposition of lignin. So these are the 2 points for your answer, that why the sclerenchyma or sclerenchymatic tissue is so hard, rough and tough, and provides tensile strength to the plant body. Apart from this, if you see the structure, you will see that the cell is quite like the previous one only. It is elongated and it has tapering end. And you will see this central part, this central region, okay, this is reduced. So again a question comes that why it is reduced? Because of this thickening, external thickening or the peripheral thickening. I won't say external, but due to the peripheral thickening of the wall, the central space is has got reduced or get reduced. So this part is very less, this white part, and you may see how much the walls are thick. Because of this thick wall, you may see there is no intercellular space. There is no intercellular space. Okay, so it is clear now that due to the thick wall there is no intercellular space. I am writing ICS for intercellular space. So let's see, come upon to its distribution. They are present in the hard covering of seeds and nuts like walnut and then groundnut. The covering of those seeds are too hard just because of the presence of this type of tissue, and you may find them in the leaf veins. So you will, if you see that, let me use a razor, let me make some space so that I can make the leaf vein. Many of you will not understand what is leaf vein. Okay, so leaf vein we call when you take a leaf, like in the previous model I have shown, this is the leaf stalk, and the inner side on the surface of the leaf, I mean not in the inner side, on the surface of the leaf you will see this type of structure. So this is the we call it as leaf vein. Okay, so you will find in these parts, whom you will find in these parts, sclerenchymatic tissue. And as I have already discussed about the function, they provide the resistance and strength to the plant or the tree body to withstand with the environmental distress. So students, that's all about the simple permanent tissues. So next we are going to start with the complex permanent tissue. Thank you.